Alex Jaffe. Do you have stuff that we should be promoting, Alex?
Yeah, I'll be at the House of Comedy on the 26th of January.
26th of January, which is the last, no, it's not a Saturday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there's Alex Jaffe Comedy on YouTube and Twitter and whatnot.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Please welcome to the stage, Alex Jaffe.
This first part is more of a response to Dave's story in the beginning. Back when I was in high school, we had some quiz about, I think it was like Custer's Last Stand. And basically the question was like, who was present at Custer's Last Stand? The four answers were Custer, Sitting Bull, and then there was two people that were from the movie Dances with Wolves. And I thought about this, and I'm like, okay, I got this. It was just Custer, and I turned it in, and I got it wrong. And I looked at the answer key, and like it said like Custer and Sitting Bull. And this is obviously not right. And I raised my hand, and I told the teacher, like, I should get the point because I was right. And the teacher's like, no, you got it wrong. And once again, in front of the entire class, though, I'm like, okay, I got this right. And once again, you got it wrong. And I actually challenged the teacher about this, like if I explain this to you, why I chose his answer, you'll see why I'm right. And of course, he's just figuring that he's not going to get outsmarted by like a 10th grader, and he just tells me, go for it. I'm like, okay, cool. And I said, according to that video that we watched in class, Sitting Bull slashed up his arms the day before Custer's Last Stand, and his arms were too swollen to fight. The teacher was just dumbfounded, and then he just goes like, who else got that answer? And a few people raised their hands and like, okay, you get credit as well. And yeah, I mean, even though that was a really minor example, though, it's still one of the highlights of at least my K through 12 career, being able to outsmart somebody who was supposed to be teaching me something. So that was pretty noteworthy. I mean, I've been a college student for quite some time. I mean, the people who have been in college as long as I have are called doctors. I'm going to school for criminal justice, and one of my professors was telling me that she believes that teachers should be allowed to carry guns in the classroom. And I'm like, well, that's a really drastic way to curb cheating. And I've actually found out later on that this was actually an argument brought up in Texas in like 2009, 2008, thereabouts, that students actually, in like some university, wanted the right to carry guns like on campus. And, doesn't that just sound like Texas? I mean, besides, it's just a horrible idea. It'd be like, okay, class, 12-page paper due Friday. Okay, fine. 5-page paper due Friday. I mean, right now we're just solidly in the, what's the word for it? Christmas season. I mean, this is one of those times of year that I really want to like cut down drinking because Salvation Army bell ringers, though, and hangovers just do not mix. I mean, back when I was growing up, we had neighbors that would just go overboard with Christmas decorations. You look across the street, and like the sky would actually lighten up above their house because their house was just one giant beacon. And I'd close my blinds though, and then the rays of the light from their house would just like seep through, almost like that one scene from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And it was just trying to sleep through that was just brutal. I mean, like it was almost like image burn in my eyes of that fucking house when I would go to school. I just see like outlines of things. It was just not fun. And also, one of the things I never really understood was people putting Christmas lights up on like the roof of their house. I mean, that's ICE's house. I mean, you don't go up there because ICE will like kick your ass off the house. And that just sounds like a horrible idea. I mean, I was raised Jewish, and we didn't have to really deal with that. I mean, Hanukkah is just a horrible holiday. I mean, I can say that because I lived through it. I mean, like, you know, you hear about like, oh, it's 8 days of presents. This sounds like amazing. No, man. You get like maybe one cool present and the rest of it's like socks and some school supplies. My mom was so cheap, she got in the habit of taking stuff that we already had and wrapping it up and giving it to us as a gift. I mean, one year she gave me my 12th grade psychology textbook. And I opened this thing up and I'm like, Mom, this is my textbook. And then she goes, no, it isn't. You lost yours, so I got you a new one. And I just opened it up. It's like, but it has my signature in it. But, you know, she would not admit it. But, you know, that's just kind of the household that I lived in. I mean, it was also one of those things of like, you know, when I was growing up, you know, Santa never visited me. I always chalked it up that he probably had something against Jews. I was kind of upset, but then I kind of thought, like, well, who else is the people that produced all those Christmas specials? Yeah, but obviously not me because, well, here I am. And, but no, I mean, like, New Year's resolutions are also going to be right around the corner. And, man, people, like, have all these different resolutions, whether it be, like, quitting smoking or doing whatever. And I have my own resolution picked out, is to stay clean of heroin. I don't use heroin, so this should be pretty easy. I mean, one of the things that people talk about a lot, though, is they always want to, like, lose weight and whatnot. And I came up with the trend for this upcoming year. You know, I'm starting to get a little bit of hesitation from y'all, you know, and the next fad is probably going to be amputation. Well, think about it. You don't really need both of your arms. I mean, a lot of what people do, though, is they get a gym membership, and, you know, the gyms get really insane for the next month and a half, and then everything just drops off. But, you know, people just do not, you know, unsign up for that gym. And it's almost like a shame tax that they're paying each month. And I think that some of these people actually believe that an unused gym membership actually acts like a calorie force field. But I assure you that does not work, because I have one for Lifetime, Anytime Fitness, and the Y in my wallet. Just fucking look at me. When I have a kid, I want to name him Cho Boy, because I want him to think that he's the one that all the rappers are hollering at. So dumb, but you know, whatever. It all works out. I mean, other things that I've seen, those, like, you know, those little stick figure families on the SUVs. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, cool. Doesn't that just seem like a checklist for a serial killer? I forgot the cat. Ah, man. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, like, also, you know, when I grow up, you know, I want to get a dog, so I have something to blame my parts on. I think adoption is an amazing option because the kid grows up to do something amazing, like become a doctor, a lawyer. You go, that's because of my superior parenting. But if the kid becomes a loser, you go, the kid was fucked up when I got it. I got in a shouting match with my mom. She called me a son of a bitch, and I got a little bit emotional because we finally agreed on something. That's my time. I'm Alex Jaffe.